Hello, everybody. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry that I'm running late this morning. I was trying to pull the Kavanaugh chart together. I've got it, and I started putting the graphics on it, but Saturn's moving, and it's just, I'm afraid it's going to have to wait till tomorrow, or I don't know, I'll show you a couple of things now, but I will get to it tomorrow. I can show you this. Hang on. Let me just show you this at least. Ignore the numbers over here on the side. That doesn't mean anything. Kavanaugh, ignore this. This is Kavanaugh's chart. And Jill Schaefer-Hammond, thank you so much for giving a potential birth time of 5:15 a.m. Using rectification. Even without that, there's a big old T-square in Kavanaugh's chart, and you've got your Jupiter, which if it goes bad, assuming all these go bad, you've got Jupiter, which is way overconfidence. You've got Neptune, which is delusional thinking, squaring Mercury, and not too far from the Sun as well. His sense of self, his communication. So a whole lot of overconfident, delusional thinking about how great he is. Yeah. And his Sun here is his sense of self is actually in conjunct his Mars. So his actions, he can separate his actions from his sense of self pretty easily. So I just want to throw that out there. I will have more tomorrow about this, because he's got some really bad Saturn transits coming up in May. His May looks terrible. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so we'll get there. Ricky says, and the star of the show, soon to have his likeness on a nice, cool T-shirt. Who was that kitty? Yes, absolutely. So, I agree, Tigress. It's Kavanaugh. Of course it'll go bad. I know. All right, so while I'm pulling the questions out, because I've got them here, I just have to pull them up on the screen and put them here. I do want to say this morning, one of the things I do, I'm sure this is TMI, but one of the things I do is I will quite often slightly watch, but mostly just listen to something that's on YouTube while I'm like showering and stuff. And I was watching a video early today, and I'm getting ready and doing the whole thing, and I turned around and I was like, my goodness, I'm glad this is what I'm watching is recorded, and I'm glad nobody can see me, and it kind of made me think for a second. So I have a YouTube channel. I'm here. So to anyone who's watching this while they are in the shower or changing clothes or what have you, just let me say, hubba hubba. Okay. To do this here, and let's start in with Trump at 4 minutes in. All right. I am here 365 days of the year, and 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org to get food to food banks. Okay. Oh, good. I made you guys laugh. Good. Sherlock Holmes says, hey, I only bring the Bluetooth speaker into the bath with me. Okay. It's all right. I close my eyes anyway. Can't see anything. All right. Okay, so let's make this 4:45. So, a video of Trump's August deposition with Attorney General Letitia James was released. Trillium Terror says, Amanda Carroll, getting in the shower. Everybody whistle. Okay. All right. A video of Trump's August deposition with Attorney General Letitia James was released. As expected, he insulted her, pouted about the unfairness of it all, and then pleaded the fifth over 400 times. So, did they get anything they could use? I'll just do three cards on this because the next question is related and it could be much more fruitful. Or as Hal Sparks says, the fruits of crime. I love that. All right. 400 times. But people who plead the fifth, they're always guilty. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he was really if he hadn't pleaded the fifth over and over and over, I think his lawyer would have just quit. It was like, look, this is the deal. You're going to go in there, you're going to plead the fifth, and that's going to be the end of it. Because if you do anything else, we're done. We're done. There's no arguing what happened. Although when he was specifically asked at first, it's like, you're giving this deposition under oath. Do you understand? He said, I don't think I did anything wrong. Is that a yes or a no? Yes, I understand. Oh boy. All right. And so anyway, yeah, he was very much hemmed in. Very much hemmed in. King of Pentacles. Because this is apparently this deposition was really about how much power did he actually have at Griftco during his presidency. And she thinks he may have been lying a little bit. So this is him as the super corrupt businessman, the weed of crime bearing bitter fruit, strength, and Page of Pentacles. Of course, it didn't give them that much, but they can use this, unlike in criminal cases, in civil cases. The fact that you've pleaded the fifth 400 times can absolutely be used against you. So they got a little something from that. Okay. All right. At 8:15, A.G. James has submitted before the judge evidence that Donald J. Virginius Trump has perjured himself in writing over whether or not he was an inactive president of Trump Org during his time at the White House. Considering this is in front of the same judge, Justice Arthur F. Engoron, who has had stern words with Trump and his team before, is 45's legal goose cooked. So A.G. James has submitted before that judge evidence that Trump has perjured himself in writing over whether or not he was an inactive president. Melba Starr says, my deposition was perfect. I grabbed each question by the first word. I pled the fifth over 400 times. No other president in history has done that. Well, good for you. Did anybody sit through Trump's Friday night, whenever his South Carolina rally was, whenever that was? Did anybody sit through his last rally? Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, huh. There's cut the deck. Ding. World card. You're done. Justice. So he perjured himself. Did he? Is he going to get in trouble for perjuring himself? We know he's perjured himself. I mean, hello. Evelyn Hartman says no. About the seeing it. Betty says nope. So the highlights on MT. Okay. Yeah. She's got a case. Who's surprised? Of course she has a case. Oh, Joanne, thank you so much. Thank you. King of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, Temperance, 10 of Cups, all right, this is him and all the garbage he's done. Be about time if there was some temperance. And this is some success, but there's some victory on his side too. So it's not as bad as Little Bus. Those cards are chomping at the bit. Yes and no. Yeah, during Trump's speech, there was something that came up about, he was talking about people who were wearing, I guess, Trump logos or whatever across their chests or something, and he said, across, big things, across chest, and some smaller. You glow in the dark orange blowfish. Blobfish. Gross. I do not know where this guy gets off making comments about what other people look like and whether it's attractive or not. You are a vile slime mold. Anyway. Kelly, pig. Just a walking, talking pig. Oh, he's just lying. Whew. Tower. 8 of Swords, Hierophant, 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Well, my understanding is, isn't there already a woman who is overseeing all the major Trump transactions right now in GriftCo? Like, they can't send all their money overseas. They can't make big decisions without her okay. So somebody else telling him what he can and cannot do at GriftCo, and it's a woman. He's already pretty hemmed in, and that's one of the reasons he's hanging out so much at Mar-a-Lago. Why would he want to be in his office? He can't just say, do this, do that. Hello, Pamela. Because that's GriftCo. Trump org. Yep. Yeah, get your popcorn out for this one. Yeah. So. Unbelievable. Oh, there's more. At 14:30, Letitia James is also very, very tired of Trump and his family's lies about what they've admitted to in court. So she is petitioning the court to have them sanctioned for lying in interviews and social media about what they already admitted to under oath. Because they would admit to things in court, in depositions, what have you, and then they'd immediately get on social media and lie about it. Will they be sanctioned? They'll try to say it's free speech. You are potentially affecting future jurors. Kathy Atala says, of course there's more. Knight of Pentacles. He still thinks he's Mr. New York important, whatever. But you're not. Nope. Mel Broussard says, Truth Social, thinking of rebranding to Lies Are Us. Yes. There's a thief card. Look at that. 7 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, the Emperor, and the High Priestess. This is exactly what they've been doing. They admit to things, and they're on the defensive in private, and then Mr. Big Shot goes out there and lies his tuchus off. Okay, that's what's happened. Will they be sanctioned and maybe have to Pamela Bryant says, I will gladly take the whistle, but sorry to disappoint, I'm only ironing. Well, you know, I'm happy to give it to you. Right, sorry, I'm juggling way too much right now. 3, 4, 5. Judge is had it. Letitia James has had it, but this judge, I've had enough. And the cards came straight off the top of the deck. Like, I'm just shortest distance between here and you taking this court seriously. Magician. He's had enough. They have pushed too far. That's what it feels like. See, I think this would go down to some kind of First Amendment thing, but this judge, they have pushed too far. Yeeks. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yes, she's going to get what this judge, it feels like he like sees Trump's lawyers and he's like, if you bring me one more stupid, unjustified piece of paper, if you hand me a piece of paper or you make an argument right now, make one more stupid, time-wasting argument. Oh, but they're being told to by Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Well, we just need a little more time. Oh, well, this shouldn't be included, or we should be able to do what we want, or blah, 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 or we should be able to lie. The First Amendment, and da-da-da-da-da-da. This is 10 of Cups, and the Queen Letitia. Queen Letitia James. Yep. I think it's going to... I think in many cases, the judge would be like, okay. But this, he's had it. Joan, I went over just a couple of things about his chart first thing, but I've got to do the rest tomorrow. I just ran out of time. I was even late coming on because I really was trying, but I just couldn't get there. So we'll do more tomorrow. We'll do about the transits tomorrow. Okay, at 20 minutes in, let's see here. Thank you for being here. RawStory is reporting that the New York grand jury won't face the same limitations that have stalled possible Trump charges in Georgia. Basically, unlike in Georgia, Bragg won't have to take the decision from a special grand jury and then take potential criminal charges to another regular grand jury. If Bragg's jury votes for criminal indictment, it's go time. Could we see charges by the end of the summer? Oh, that jumped out like whoosh, secrets jumping out. Oh, I think there's some, well, I don't know about this particular thing in New York, but there's stuff about charges or something is going to leak somehow. That was weird. It was like something big is going to leak, but I don't know. It just seems odd. It's not going to come from a grand jury or somebody's going to be arrested. Darren, love your astrology shirt updates. Great idea. Shirts? Sorry, I'm juggling too much. I don't know. Shorts, not sure. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, New York grand jury and coward Bragg. Okay, Ace of Cups, clear the air, rain on his parade. This is good. This is good. No, Evelyn, no shrooms, no, not, sorry, around here, we're not, please erase your comment. We're not even joking about drugging somebody without their consent or anything. No, please, no, not here. No violence, no drugging people, no hurting people. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, King of Swords. That's the card of the prosecutor. That's a card of communication. This is us. We found out about that there is a grand jury in New York. This is us waiting, and the other side waiting. And he's expecting charges. So he's organizing some, this isn't a night in the fight. This is a night, these are like knights waiting like on the hill, like lining up and getting ready when called upon. Then it's communication, and then this is prosecution. Bragg's really gonna prosecute? The coward, the big coward himself? No, Lisa, no. Polly Wonder says those tarot cards are having a party on their own. Exactly. From institutions. 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Lovers. Oh, he feels like he's getting involved. The prosecutor's getting involved. Trump was really hoping that Weisselberg would just take the fall and that would be the end of it. This feels like family. This isn't literal lovers. This would be a tight-knit group, because it wouldn't just be against him. Charges wouldn't just be against him. There's a chance. There is a chance here. And I think the energy's feeling more positive than negative. I don't trust Bragg is the issue. But here we are. Okay. 24:45. Yeah, 24:45. This. Let's just say I'm not always the biggest Bob Woodward fan. Trump has sued Bob Woodward, for releasing audio of their interviews. Trump's claim is that the consent forms signed were for Woodward to record the interviews for the written word. Woodward did that with his book Rage, but then went on to release over 8 hours of tapes in another audiobook project. And considering the way that Woodward sucked up to W and all of them, it's like... Will Trump be successful? I don't want Trump to be successful at anything. But Linda Johnson says Bragg's taking the easiest case to the grand jury. Should be able to win hands down. Oh, good. Beverly is saying, is it not possible that Calvin Bragg is in fear of being shown up by Fani Willis? I think what I pick up is, no, it's more a matter of he wants to see other people having success before he's like, oh, okay, then we can do this and I'll look good in the end. He's not, yeah. Nine of Swords. Worry, legal worry. Five of Cups, Chariot, Magician. Trump may get something out of this, and he's so desperate for money. Trump might get something out of this, but it would just, considering the debts he's carrying, it would, yeah, there's not much there. So, oh no, dude, I've been calling him Coward Bragg for quite a while. So, all right, let's move on to oh, today with little hints, subtle hints of potential justice in the future. Kari Lake at 28 minutes in. Kari Lake has been criminally referred to the Arizona Attorney General by the Secretary of State. My Manx was asking about this. She was complaining, basically Kari Lake was complaining about voter fraud, blah, 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 blah. Well, what she tweeted out, or what she sent out in her argument, included voter signatures. Oh, that's so illegal. Let me count the ways. CC Ryder says, well, Woodward can play Trump's game and appeal. Kari Lake. Kari Lake, what's in your hand? You always lie. Oh. Arizona AG by the Secretary of State been criminally referred. But I was talking about it was stolen. It wasn't. No, you don't actually have any proof of that. Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. There's a big old death card, and there is the Seven of Pentacles. she's been complaining to anybody who would listen. She got tied up with Trump. She really has taken on a big burden of her own stupidity. This is not going to go well for her. And this feels like it's not the only thing. Let me see. Let me get some clarification on that Seven of Pentacles. Oh. Scary fake. Scary fake, scary fake. Hermit, Two of Swords, Three of Swords. This is not going to go well for you. But she's gonna talk about it and complain about it, and she thinks it's going to raise her status and more people listen to her. No, but in reality, she is so isolated. I mean, look at these three cards. I mean, like, you look at other cards, and there's stuff. There's stuff in the sky, or there's stuff people are doing, right? I mean, it's kind of busier. But you get cards like this. That's a lonely, cold place. That is a very cold, lonely place. And this is legal problems. As you send out, you shall receive back. Okay. Fran has a question. Answer Fran's question at 32:15. George Santos has agreed to recuse himself from serving on any and all House committees. I'm going to guess somebody else convinced him to do that. I'll just wake up and go, you know what I should do? You know what the right thing to do would be? Please. So, will it stick? Did someone convince him in a way that it will stick? Is the first question. And then we have one more. I think we should split this into two questions. So whatever your name is, you've recused yourself, have you? Oh, yeah. Azay says probably because he can't get security clearance. Yep. Queen of Wands. That's him. Far right. Lovers. Oh, and if anybody's new around here, that's not a dig at his gender. There are people, there are men who come up as queens and women who come up as kings. It's just their general energy. It's not, gender's not binary. So anyway, and he is whatever he says he is. Lovers, Devil, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords and Strength. They were willing to put up with anything to keep him in office, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And there are some Republicans in more purple districts who are not happy with this idea of keeping this guy around. And everybody knows the clock is just ticking loudly on how soon law enforcement's going to want to talk to him. He was promised strength. He's basically been told, look, we're not going to kick you out of the House if you sit down and you're quiet and then you vote for Republican stuff, then you will have protection here for a certain amount of time. But it feels like it doesn't feel like it's coming from McCarthy. It really doesn't. He doesn't care. He wanted power. He didn't care how he got it. It doesn't feel like the strain is coming from McCarthy. I mean, maybe there are people pressuring McCarthy, but it's himself. Yeah, McCarthy doesn't care. He just wants the power. Okay. Rhonda had a question. You're okay, sweetheart. I know it's trash day. But you're okay. I know, big, scary. We get big, scary trucks. You're okay. It's all right. You don't need to worry. You're the good boy. You don't need to worry. Big trucks scare him. Okay. Sorry. At 36:30. 36:30. Will Jack Smith become our next Attorney General? Man, he'd have that place in shape. Whew. Trillium Tarot says there's a story from yesterday. Representative George Santos vows to cooperate with the ethics probe after meeting with Speaker McCarthy. Jack Smith. King of Wands. Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, Two of Swords, King of Swords, Ten of Swords. His energy is focused on taking down Trump right now and Trump's ilk. He thinks that justice has these. He is horrified that these people have been able to get away with so much for so long. He is very capable of making decisions, finding the strengths, being able to argue on them. He's one heck of a prosecutor, and he will get his man. But what about Attorney General after that? Or if not the next Attorney General, maybe one after that. I mean, is Jack Smith going to end up being Attorney General of the United States? Well, there's certainly a lot of people who would, after he gives Trump a little dose of justice, there's certainly a lot of Democrats who are going to really like him. There's so much to clean up. See, I'm not getting an Emperor card. I got a prosecutor's card, but I'm not getting like an Emperor. I'm not getting Wheel of Fortune raising him up. He's focused on holding these people accountable. That's his thing. Don't even think about stepping out of line. All right. 39:30. 39. Hang on. Hang on. Lucky Girl says, Oma Sheila the Quilter asked Autumn, if I heard you right, did you say things could be a little squirrely on Friday? How would that affect tarot readings? This Friday, I believe Venus and Mars are going to be square each other. Oh no, that's Saturday. Friday, the sun is going to be square Uranus. So unexpected. Expect the unexpected. The sun in the sky, life-giving warmth. Uranus, bolts out of the blue. Technology. It's some people consider it the higher octave of Mercury. So it's not just Mercury could be communication, but then Uranus would be the internet. It'd be the super technological. Mercury can it's moving quickly. It's doing, but Uranus can be revolutionary or bolts out of the blue. So the sun in the sky is going, that energy of just this life-giving warmth, steady, proud. Sun rules Leo, it's going to be grinding up against this. I picture in my mind, I picture Uranus since it doesn't revolve, it doesn't spin with its axis like other planets. It's actually on its side. It was hit at some point, and now it's actually going around the sun, but its axis is sideways. I just picture Uranus spinning sideways with like giving off random bolts, sparks, and that's how I think of it. The energy of that. So the unexpected. Expect the unexpected on Friday. So okay, 42. We'll make this 42, 15. So Marge Trader Green wants the House Oversight and Accountability Committee to look into what she called the civil rights violations of individuals accused of attacking the Capitol on January 6th. Really? Really? Oh, man. All right. I can't with her. Do you remember that? Was it a CPAC that some guy cosplayed a prisoner, and where there would normally be like a stall, for the various vendors. Did I not bring my hair clips in? Where normally it would be a space for vendors, he set up this fake prison cell, and then Marjorie Trader Green went in with him, and she knelt at his feet like he was Jesus, which kind of fitting because I thought, Jesus. So she wants the House Oversight Accountability Committee to look into civil rights violations of individuals accused of attacking the Capitol on January 6th. Poor babies. Polly Wanda, message ridiculous. Yes, Teresa Ford, did someone hurt themselves while beating up the cops? Four of Pentacles. You don't have a leg to stand on here. This is pathetic. See, that's the thing. At the end of the day, I know I intellectually, I understand what she's doing, but for the life of me, I don't understand why. I try so hard to put myself in their shoes and be like, okay, I can better understand what they're doing if I try to understand, like, what is their motivation, what are their, but her bullying, her heinous, aggressive need to put people down. Even that, I'm like, okay, she's very insecure. That's the only way she gets a sense of power. That goes back to childhood and what happened when she was growing up. Okay, whatever. But taking the side of the people who attacked the Capitol, going down on your knees in front of someone cosplaying one of those prisoners, it doesn't compute. I don't know how you get there, which is a little frustrating for me. Oh, they might actually do something, Republicans, being obnoxious, saying bad things about protecting the blue. Let's attack the police. Let's attack law enforcement and talk about decisions that need to be made. This is just for cameras. I don't get it. Patty has an interesting idea. It seems to me that Marjorie Trader has a vendetta against America. I wonder why. Denise says, getting into the headspace of narcissists and sociopaths is impossible unless you are one. Is that good news for me, maybe? Yeah, she's very eager. Prosecution. Now that we're in power, the dynasty, prosecutor, look at me, I'm the queen of the far right. I'm going to yell at people. Blah. Lucky Girl said, Lola Bell posted earlier and I missed it. Lola Bell said, it's who she is. Toro, asteroid of bullying, is conjunct her sun. That might explain a few things. It makes me want to ask you to look at my chart, and then it makes me want to ask you to never look at my chart. You're great. Thank you. I'm kidding. All right, 48. 4815. No, the planets and the asteroids, they do not compel you. But if you choose to take the lower paths, that's your choice. And the bad stuff comes out. But there's no such thing as a completely bad chart. No such thing. It's possible to choose the best of all of it and end up stronger than anybody. Lola said Gates has it conjunct as well. Oh, he's got more problems than just being a bully, but that doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Lola. You are a gem. Priscilla says, too much editorializing, Autumn. Just read the cards. My intention isn't to be nasty or pushy, but... it's my channel. We talk about the news. It's not just the cards. It's not just the cards. Anyway, she's awful. Marge Trader is awful. Okay, McCarthy, and will he get kicked out? 50. All right. McCarthy's in a situation where any representative can demand a snap vote to remove him as speaker. Will this happen in the near future? And what will be the outcome? Yes, please. Thank you. McCarthy is in a situation where any representative can demand a snap vote to remove him as speaker. What will be the outcome? Also, anybody who wants to skip ahead, if you watch on replay, everything's timestamped, so you can always skip ahead. So McCarthy, you big loser, 14-time loser, 14-time loser. Yes, victory, my eye. Huh. Lahu, Zahur, Knight of Pentacles, Strength, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Fool. It is a political ticking time bomb that he's agreed to. And most Republicans are we just want to get on with things, what have you. But people like Marjorie Trader, no, not Marjorie Trader, like Gates and Boebert, I was getting bully energy here. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. It helps a lot. Thank you. Bullying energy, just to shut him up. It's just a matter of time. And the Democrats are sitting over here like, popcorn? Anybody? And this is McCarthy walking into work every day. Like, look at me. I'm so important. I'm so great. I'm so all that. You're an idiot. And yeah, it's just a matter of time until they grab you and go, no. World. Got a big card of the ending. The biggest card of endings. End of chapter, end of book. You're done. Hierophant. 10 of Cups. 6 of Cups. There's something here because this is the institution. This is very happy Democrats, and this is Democrats very happily doing their work. There's still a chance that McCarthy he's not the only one, that the Republicans could still lose control of the House. It doesn't seem possible, but there's still some energy out there going, don't get completely comfortable there. Not in the long run. Oh, Lady Eva, you like the nails. Thank you. It's my favorite shape. I like this. I don't like the super pointy ones, but if you have to go with what's available, what's ever in fashion. So I'm glad these are coming back into fashion because I much prefer these. Alrighty. Maggie, who had an interesting question at 54:45. 54:45. If Trump doesn't pick Marjorie Trader Greene for a running mate, he won't. would someone else? I mean, to some extent, traditionally, the vice president was meant to be the person who would go out and get, like, in the past, the vice president would sometimes be the person who would kind of, the president would stay presidential, and the vice president would go out and take on some of the battles. But she's a whole other level. Sun. 9 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. She would guarantee the loss. They'd lose. They would lose. The backlash, or the reaction, I should say the backlash. I shouldn't say the backlash necessarily. The reaction of voters across the country, the majority of voters across the country, to her being on the ticket would guarantee a Republican loss, is what these cards are saying. You're out. You're done. Oh, thank you, Oma. Thank you. So, yeah. Or, please do. It'll be a death knell for the Republicans in power. So, at 56:40, boy, I'm nipping through the questions today. 56:40. I showed you the Kavanaugh, a little bit about the Kavanaugh thing at the beginning, and I think I added a question, and I'm still at question 12. And it's not even the hour hit. I haven't even hit the hour mark yet. We're just zipping along. Okay. Things are devolving in Russia. Poor people. To the point where parents are being arrested and their children were taken into custody for simply questioning the war in a private conversation over dinner in a restaurant. Oh, Kristen saying, Mueller, she wrote, tweeted, for those who haven't worked in the government, imminent means like 3 weeks. Soon is about 4 months. And we're about to wrap this up, means sometime next year. Yeah. All right. As freedom of speech and thought reaches North Korean levels in Russia, how much longer will the citizens put up with this? That is a very valid question. Parents are being arrested and their children are taken into custody for simply questioning the war in a private conversation over dinner in a restaurant. As freedom of speech and thought reaches North Korean levels, how much longer will citizens put up with this? And it's not like, if we talk about sort of national cliches, what is a French person like? What is an American person like? What is a Russian person like? Their national identity kind of consolidated image is not exactly a shrinking violet. Queen of Swords. No. And the mother's losing their children, and the father's losing their children. Oh. 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, World, King of Pentacles. Honestly, I don't think that they're necessarily going to have to do much, because I think Putin's done. Now, after that, for a while, it's going to be one of the other corrupt oligarch types who will end up in power. I mean, it could be that military guy, but if this is talking more about business money. But Putin's, he's writing it's the last words of his book. And things are going to change. Now, will they change for the better? Not that much. But eventually they will. Because the people who take over time, at first they may be able to keep a certain iron grip on things. But yeah, this whole, the hold that Putin had over everything, that's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Someday the Russian people will be free. And I'm looking forward to that. Four of Cups. Putin at his gazillion-dollar house. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. People burying their children. They were sent off to war. Not fans. Yeah, this is unsustainable. Russia's going to lose the war in Ukraine. Putin is dying. The economy is absolutely crashed. This is unsustainable. There's no North Koreaing. Let's use that as a verb. There's no authoritarianing through this. However you want to put it. All right, and then I'm going to talk more about the Brett Kavanaugh thing tomorrow. All right, that's it. I answered all your questions, at least all the ones that were in the chat before I came on. All right. It is 1:24 p.m. here in Chicago. Thank you so much for being here. In 2 hours, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel doing Creative Sprints, and going to talk a little bit today about project reports and how they can be a great, a really positive thing. So, other than that, we'll do Creative Sprints, and I will be right back here tomorrow. Okay, so hang in there. Really, you're not alone. We are in this together, and there really are good days ahead. There are. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.